first place team right now, cumulatively over the 7 games. I know it just says 7 points right there, but that's just for day 2. The first place team has 1 person left. If Andretta goes down, their team stops getting placement, they might drop out of first. All eyes are on Andretta for this end game, and there's so many people looking to take him out to try to grab the lead.
Andretta has to go back into the time machine. He finished 24th in the World Cup solos, so he could kind of dip into the past, pull that rabbit out of the hat. Maybe there's some magic here, because his job is just all about getting placement as many points as possible before he gets lobbied.
He's at 30, used to be at 100. He's going down to 20 as well. It's so hard to run away from those Stingfish, but once again, you use them in close range, they end up doing damage to you as well. This entire box, too, complex of builds, has so many top trios. And making sure that gets up. These guys are going all in on their HP. They're looking to take this endgame by storm.
Oh, yeah, Storm is already moving away from the going back towards Dirty Dot. This is going to be dirty. A very dangerous rotation. And Thomas AC and Austin Quick, we said that day 2 is their day. Are they going to be able to seize it and have that pop-off game, Shio?
This is not only the most important day, but this has to be the most important game. The thing we've seen on EU, especially early, is people like to contest height. They like to interrupt Thomas, Flick, and Anas. But look how far this split goes. Thomas is back in an old zone a minute away. Anas and Flick are already all the way on the front side, building a new base. So these guys have real estate on all corners of the map. Janice Hen and Chapix, they're going down to on the backside of Storm. Man. This is absolutely ruthless. People have to make it up a mountain, go down a mountain. It's the last person alive on this squad to make the rotate.
Chapix is usually the tarper. He could navigate these builds. He could do those layer switches. He could just hold on as much as possible, but he cannot just get any attention looking his way. Down at the ultimate low with only 25 HP. This is the defending champion here who had the momentum leaving from day 1, walking away with the Victory Royale. He's going to do all that he can. Now they're in the second threshold of placement. But let's take an eye on high. Thomas AC, Anas, and Flick here, putting some pressure down below. They have the ammo. Look at the AR. They have all the options they can to put the pressure down on low ground.
Every player playing scared, but fear gets relieved as the zone actually bounces back. Everyone on middle and low ground, even the people getting struck by this purple lightning from Storm Surge, are safe and can breathe for the moment. Height will have to work overtime to try to break these builds and go for shots. Look how tough it is. Brick builds everywhere. Metal. Wow. Vidil, Noah Rally, they're surviving on low. They get to have a little bit of a break. Yeah, even Andretta's alive. The first place team has 1 player. He takes out Sun in mid-ground. Meanwhile, Thomas, Flick, and Anas are looking for anything right now. They only have 2 eliminations, Sancho. I've never seen them this, unaffected on the lobby. This is troublesome for them. They need to try to wrap up this game.
Yeah, but this is where they start cooking up there as they both get Irez and Andretta right there. This is where they start getting eliminations, when the lobby starts getting really tight and congested right now. The most important thing is their builds are so low, so they're going to have to get closer. Already they're setting up someone with the heals. Thomas AC is holding on to some medkits here, so he is going to be that heal up win condition. Anas and Flicker have to go down here, but look, Noah Riley and Badil and Reason are there on the low ground, and they're going to clean up the Slayer here, and they get Etsy, and they get Bad Sniper. Noah Riley and Badil, they have the potential to pop off even more, baby.
Low ground scrappy, high ground free. There's so many different types of scenes we're seeing so far in this game. 1 trio in the middle. Flick falls down, big fall damage. Noah Riley in his box. He's in a pit of Vipers, and there's no chances to survive. It's too venomous. Thomas HD and Anas have to do this as a duo. They've done it before, but at the same time, there's so many different players of high calibers down below.
With the zone going towards their backyard, this is going to be the game that could be the signature game that I was talking about in day 1. They already almost had it, but Hen took that away from them. They're not going to let it go away here. Marvin with a phenomenal.
Now this is where zone tries to get so hard for the low ground trios. It's so tricky. Everything's kind of just getting claustrophobic. The walls are closing in. The zone's pushing people next to a big mountain. One last gets taken out. There's no harpoon here. Yes, Anas only has 7 builds, but it might be enough to last just 50 seconds. They have to connect to this build. They're beaming down. It's lasers from the sky, and not even a planet could survive this pressure. Right now, Marvin, he's working around the build. Somehow everyone's escaped. Thomas is going for the beams when Anas finds the first. They're still staying up. It's a patient game. Reason last alive 2v1, and he could still do it. He has all the mats from the eliminated bodies below. We're going over a bridge. It's going to be a stalemate for about 30 seconds. If Anas and Thomas don't drop down, yeah, they're not going to. They're going to stay up, and Reason has some time to breathe.
What does Reason have in his inventory if he has enough builds just to hold out here? Reason, they had the day one victory royale, game one, popped off huge. If Reason could clutch it, no! Anas says not so fast! Big elbow jump, but Reason claps back! Reason still can't get the siphon! He does! If he can find Thomas HT, Reason could have the clutch! Oh my goodness! What? What? Are you kidding me? Reason gets the victory royale! How, bro? How? Child, are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Thomas
me?
HD, 1 second off of the med kit all the way on high gun is what I basically see and how it looks like. Reason gets the siphon at the last millisecond of time as well, wins out the game. This man, not even a troll under a bridge, a goat under a bridge, punches the unclutchable.
Let's go to the desk. Go to the desk.
What the heck am I watching? This is just the first game. Wow, dude. Okay, listen. Reason got put in one of the most difficult situations you can be put in as a trio. You have one member left alive in those final few zones, and that member's thinking, okay, what do I have to do? Like, what? At this point, is it placement? Is it elims? He's like, you know what? Let me just channel my Sprite energy and just roll up in there and get the victory royale, Reese. That's what I like to see.
We cannot have tier 1 teams messing up medkit timings in the end game. We saw Thomas hit the zone, and then as he started to pop the medkit, we saw him start to move a little bit afterwards. He'd already messed up to start with. This is like a clinical play that we have to have locked down. We've seen a lot of this actually on N8 East, and then messing up the timings of it. We're actually really yet to see that, and that definitely was a bit of a choke, which allowed Reason just absolutely to pop off. And you notice, he was alive as a solo for a long, long time as well. Huge props to Reason for clutching that, but they did win game 1 yesterday. Will they manage to keep the steam going?
This is the story of last season's, champions, because you look at the last two teams there. This is the third place team from last season versus the second place team from last season. And if you actually remember back to last season, Reason had some phenomenal clutches back then as well. And he's back this season with just the clutch genes in his veins. How has he won a 1v2 against one of the best teams in the world? Like, just frame it like that, and you start to really understand how crazy what he just did is. And, we could be coming back in about 5 games and looking at that as being the defining moment in what turned their tournament around. That victory pushes them up the standings.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Even just being able to say, like, even if you just ended in second place, it's like, wow, you clutched up so hard to at least hit second. Nope. Let me just 1v2 this other trio. No problem. That's how we start the competition here on day number 2 of the finals. Now let's talk about drop spots. Reese, at the very beginning of the show, I asked you if anything would be changed up. Did anything get changed up?
Minorly. Look, minor things changed up,
okay.
but some things don't change there, Zeke, because you know what? If you ever watched Kiriachi's gameplay before, this team's been dropping here for a long time, but what's very important and very critical is the absolute sharpshooter eye that Kiriachi has. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The storm down instantly.
That is insane. Look, we about how aggressive they were in terms of eliminations, how successful they were out of Misty. And to start off with, they were obviously known to be contested at Misty, but they still remain fine. And it looks like they have the potential to maybe replicate what's happened yesterday, since it doesn't. And things don't look too different yet, considering that Hen's trio and Refscar's trio did sort of go down before those sort of closing moments. But even with that being said, you can see Flickernas and Thomas up there in third place now. Forziar, Tayson, and Nate sitting in fourth. Queasy, Trulex, and Juriki sitting in fifth. You know what's funny, Reese, when I look at this is literally almost my top 5 predictions, except for Hen, Janice, and Traffic. Like, all the teams we predicted to do well are performing right now.
Absolutely, and this has just gone even closer. Apart from, let's be real, Hen, Janice, Chapix pulling away a little bit with their eliminations off spawn that they got. That's obviously a good few points. And no, Chapix clutched all the way up till 9th by himself there. So 2 moving zones he managed to make it through, which was really, really big for the team. That's why they started to kind of take that lead a little bit. Again, Andrea managed to do a similar thing, clutching them all the way to 12th. So great performance from these guys. But again, Kiriachi's down that we kind of just mentioned, they're still middling right 2 slots as well. And then from that big victory royale, now Reason, Vidil, Noah Riley up into the top 10. So 5 more games to go. Hopefully they're going to be able to keep that steam going.
Oh man, momentum, baby. We have it. We have more games here waiting for us. A lot of these trios are looking to shut down this top 3 because remember, it's top 3 that will auto-qual going into Chapter 2, Season 7. Do you know what time it is, Fortnite fam? We're getting right back aboard the battle bus. Make way, because Sancho West and Shywage are coming through. They're your casters for the game once again. Let's kick it back their way.
Game number 2 of day number 2, and I'm not even still over that first one, Sancho. If that's how things are going to go today, I am not ready.
I think that's how it's going to go today. It's going to go down to the last moment. We saw last season, it went down to the final game, the final rotations, the final moment.